Okay, this is going to be a juicy one. Yeah, I am finally ready to talk about AI, and I'm going to do this in a different way. I'm going to tell the story of the war between AI bros and artists. Because if you're on Twitter, there is a huge war going on between the two. And I think this is just a good time to go over what's kind of happening. So let's first talk about what's happening. Well, we need to go back. So once upon a time, there was something called an artist. Okay? An artist made art. We all agree on that. So one day, the artist started making a lot of this, cool art, and along came something called a computer. So all this art started being put onto a computer. Now, this was really fun. It was cool in the beginning when you had the computer and you could share it and people were like, you're making cool stuff. See, this is all a bunch of art on here on the computer. This is keyboard. And then one day a machine was made. And this machine was called AI. And the AI machine started pulling from all of the art off of here. Now, not just art, it also started pulling, data and a bunch of other stuff. But AI started using all of this stuff, and we're going to talk about art specifically, to just build this giant library, if you will, this data set of artists' work. So the artist here, he's like happy, uploading stuff and having fun on the internet, and people are like, good job. Here's like someone, some people praising him. And his work went on here, and then it went to there. So it all got pulled into the AI monster. Well, along came this giant AI blob, and you have the artist, and now I'm going to draw him angry right now, and you'll see, who contributed his art to this thing. And along came what I call the AI bros. There's glasses. And these AI bros would say, "Dear AI God, would you please make this thing?" And the AI God would be like, "Here's the thing." And let's just say it's this image with the sunset, right? And this made the AI bros have an inflated ego. This is their aura. They suddenly thought, oh my gosh, I'm an artist now. And there's some problems with this because they didn't really make anything. They had the idea. They said, make thing, and the AI did the creating based on all of the artist's work. So then what ends up happening is it gets frustrating when you have these, AI bros. Look how smart he is. Being like, I'm an artist. And then people praising them and saying, good job. And you're awesome. They're getting this praise and they are getting this really, really big ego. And thinking that they're doing something. And this is making the artists mad. For good reason, right? For good reason, because this guy, the artist, actually makes stuff. And this guy does not, but he really likes this title, right? And it's one of those things where it's like almost no effort and then instant praise. So this is becoming really frustrating. And to understand art and creativity, I'm going to explain how a creative thing gets made. So you have our artist. We're just going to have him be happy-ish right now because life is good. And he has this idea in his head, right? He's got his brain and he says, this is his idea. And then he starts creating, right? So he might use like a hammer. I don't know. I'm drawing a pencil, but he has like these tools that he is using, and he is creating the thing, right? And he is doing the creating process. This is important. And these are his personal interpretations, interpretations. Who cares? It's just his idea. It's him creating what's in his head, and he's doing the creating. And then you have the creation. This is why I don't write. So then you have his creation. Let's say it's this, and it's a tree, right? So he has the idea, he's creating the thing, and voila. Now, I've heard many AI bros argue that the tool is just AI, but it is not. And let me explain why. So with an AI bro, let's try the glasses, he's proud of himself too. He has an idea and he says, AI, would you make me thing? And AI goes, using all of the artist's work that's online, the AI starts creating. And then you have creation. There's that sunset again. So he gets happy and says, I'm an artist, right? He goes, I'm an artist. I'm an artist now. And the problem is he is not involved in the creative process. It's not even his interpretation. The AI is actually trying to figure out what he wants. He is saying, hey, make me this, hey, make me this, make me this. And the AI is like, I think you want this. And then it makes the thing. The AI is creating the thing for him. He is not creating anything. He's not using any skills. He's saying, make thing. And to explain this idea even more would be, okay, here's the AI bro, right? This is before AI. He would say, artist, make me, angry artist, make me thing. And the artist would try to understand what his interpretation of it is, right? And then the artist would create the thing. And it would be ridiculous if after this guy made it, he said, I'm an artist now, right? This is like the contractor relationship. This is like, you get hired to do something and he creates it. And all of a sudden the AI bro is the artist. Suddenly the AI bro's like, yeah, look what I made. I made this. And that's ridiculous. And he does it because he just loves this title so much. They love it. They love the title, right? It just, because why? It gives them praise. You know, you get some likes, you get some, wow, that's amazing. You know, you get the glory. So it makes them feel really good. So it's a dopamine hit. And even funnier is when you get, so the artist, right, starts getting mad and being like, this is bullcrap. And this AI is a false god, right? Because now these guys are mad because we made it. Like, his art went into this thing. He contributed to the machine. And so the artist is saying, this thing's a false god. This is bullcrap. And as soon as you watch artists call out this, you will watch the AI bro completely flip, because this is threatening all of their insecurities. They suddenly are like, how dare you say I don't have skills? How dare you say that AI is not God? And it's really, they get really frustrated by this because it threatens their existence. And they'll even they'll even say to you, like, you're not talented. They'll say just terrible things. They'll say you should learn AI. They'll just start going on this rampage, and they're like, you're just jealous. We've seen it all. When really the AI bro should be pretty much doing this. They should be, I'm going to see if I can draw someone bowing, right? Here's his glasses. And he's saying, thank you to the artist. Because none of his entire ego, everything that this AI bro, artist, all the praise that he's getting from random people is because of AI. It's all, and that is all built by the artist. So all of this stuff, all this image generation is because we have lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of artists that have contributed to this machine. And then it spits out something for this guy down here. And then he suddenly gets this massive boost of praise for nothing. So, yeah, this has been, and now the current state is there is a war. And the war is the artist, and he's got like this pencil, versus the AI bro. I hope you guys appreciate his little smug glasses. Yeah. So this is kind of how I see what's happening right now. And it's been really fascinating to watch. Yeah, it's pretty ugly out there. And if you go on Twitter, it's really bad. And there is just a war raging. It's just frustrating to watch this happening, where it's like, at first it's already going to be changing people's perception of art. I worry that because you can just pump out whatever, there will be this idea of just people being like, oh, the value of art just drops completely, because they'll just think it's just a pretty image equals that's art. And I think there's just some fundamentals that people don't understand about making and creating something. Artists do it because they love it. They love the creation process. They enjoy the actual thing of making and the actual doing of the thing. Me just doing this, it's enjoyable. It's the doodling, it's the 3D, it's the clay, it's the painting, it's making music, it's dancing, it's any art form. There is a joy. And then if you make something and it contributes something bigger, and then you have a group of people that suddenly are creating stuff from what you've made, and then they're taking credit as an artist. It's frustrating. It's frustrating to see. And then they double down and then, say awful things, just terrible things online about you.